Okay, hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Renzo here. Okay, we're gonna paint a new portrait today. You find the link to the photograph on the description box, and here are the colors that I'm gonna use. I got here. Sorry that this is my cell phone to go live on Instagram. Next to my cell phone is my webcam. Okay, and then that's the one that I'm using for this live stream. See my hand here. Okay, when I paint I put my face kind of here next to my trick. Usually is next to my camera. Okay, I have titanium white, cadmium yellow, cadmium orange, cadmium red, permanent alizarin crimson, cobalt blue, raw umber, and the last one is black. Okay, hello Bob Drinkwater, hello Nicole. Okay, let's begin. Hello Dayan. Okay, the brushes that I use are synthetic brushes. Here are the one I have. I'm gonna put it in front of the camera. Okay. Okay. Hello Marius. Hello Monique. Hello Garu. Hello Evelyn. Hello Swapnir. Hello Mohammed. Hello Deborah. Okay, I'm gonna start painting. I'm going to turn off my camera. This one that you see me now, because you see the photograph is just here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oops. Next time I can try to paint a self-portrait. I keep my face here. I can keep my face here. Okay. Okay, let's see. Just 1 second. Okay. Okay, hello Shock. Hello Papadia. Okay, just 1 second. Moving my photographs here on my screen. I gotta put like the photograph on one side, and the other side just let's say the window with all the comments. Okay. Okay. Oh, I got a question. Encima de qué estás pintando? The question is what I'm painting on. I'm painting on canvas, but this is a. Let me show you here. I got one here. No, I don't have it. It's this. It's a canvas stick to a board. You see? Yeah. Look at that. Okay. 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 I'm gonna pick up. Just 1 second. Just 1 second. Just need to. Yeah. I'm gonna use this brush. I'm gonna use raw umber. A little bit of linseed oil. Okay, let's sketch. Let's see. Shadow here, shadow here. I'm squinting down my eyes and just kind of, painting the shadows, all the dark shadows I see here. Okay, keeping my eyes squinted. Okay, Let me show you. That's what I do. I close my eyes to see more. Okay, and basically I'm doing this. Oh, you don't see me. And if you don't see me, I move my eyes sometimes really fast between the photograph and my painting. Okay, okay. Now I gotta get closer to the paint. Okay, see, just I'm using just raw umber right now. Okay, things that I always check out, you know, proportions. Sometimes I just start like that, but I'm thinking about this. The distance from the eyebrows to the nose, from the nose to the chin. Okay, that's, let's say, the regular or the Canon. Okay, I check out alignments, for example, corner of the eye, and I try to find, you know, an alignment down with the mouth. Okay, and when we split this in three, we usually find that the eyes sit on top of this axis. Okay, usually. Now, there are a few things that just kind of we do on a second plane, and those things that sometimes nobody sees. But I think every painter basically think about the same things, you know, proportions, a lot of comparison, and if you got the photograph next to your canvas, the way I do, same size, it's a lot of side size, you know, a lot of the side size method. Somebody's asking, are you using liquid? No. I usually don't use anything. I just, you know, the oil paint. Now today I started using a little bit of linseed oil, just a bit. And sometimes I use linseed oil just to paint the background, to spread the painting on the on the background a little bit faster. I got another question here. Everything for a beginner, is it easier to sketch the portrait with paint or with charcoal? Okay, I would suggest charcoal because you can erase, you know, again and again. With this, it's more like let's say a sculptural approach where I'm gonna start adding more colors and values, and from there, by comparing, and I start getting closer with the form and making obviously a lot of retouches. Okay, but for a beginner, drawing is the best option, and it depends. I mean, if somebody is an absolute beginner, like you're beginning to paint, you know, with portraits, that's not a good thing. You know, you should be painting still life at the beginning, just to get used to the oil paint, to get used to mixing the colors, because when we paint still life, we have so many objects, different colors, different textures, and that's a practice. But let's say that you're an absolute beginner, you wanna start with oil paints. Okay, I would tell you just trace. Maybe it's not a suggestion that you want to hear, but I would tell you trace. Okay, let's say you trace one paint, the next paint you go just drawing by eye. But I'm saying that because sometimes we want just to be focused on mixing colors, values, you know, and all of that. And when we got the drawing ready, at least we got something less to be worried about. And we gotta consider when we are beginners, maybe we're gonna struggle with drawing, you know, and painting. Okay. Yeah, I got this. I'm gonna paint a little bit more of the background, just raw umber and white. Oh, hello Dita, hello Pepe, hello Ludmila. Yeah. Oh, Ashok, he asked me about if I use liquid for fast drying. No, I mean, hello Sharon. You know, when I paint with oil paints, I just want the oil paint to dry slow. I don't want the oil paint to dry faster because I'm counting on mixing, blending. You know, remember that when we paint Alla Prima, okay, we usually uh, paint, mix the colors on the palette, and we continue mixing the colors on the paint because everything is wet. Maybe for somebody that's a beginner is struggling with mixing the colors on the palette and then putting the paint here again, more layers, everything wet, and you see different colors. You see colors maybe you don't want or you didn't expect. That's happening because every time that we continue moving the brush, more mixtures appears in front of our eyes. Okay. I got a question here. What is your canvas? Fatousk. It's just it's a canvas on a board. Okay. Okay. Let's paint the skin color. For skin color, you know, if you've been watching my videos, you know I try always to simplify everything. Okay. I would say like orange. It's not gonna be always the same mixture, but this is pretty simple: orange, raw umber, and white. Okay. Depending on the skin color, we can make it more reddish by adding a touch of cadmium red. Okay, or we can just knock down the color even more by adding more raw umber. Now we should mix at least 3-4 values. Look at this color. Okay, the first approach is just getting close to the skin color. Okay, there's no way that painting this fast I'm gonna match the color. Okay. Oh, what brand of painting I'm using? I'm using Winton. It's the student version of from Winsor and Newton. Okay. Now, I'm thinking about the background. I should make it darker. Maybe darker. I'm thinking darker than the background that I see on my painting or even on the photograph. You know, I usually think in terms of contrast. The simple contrast that we can think is. Oh, I got a question here. Would you please mention the colors? Yeah, I got titanium white, cadmium yellow, cadmium orange, cadmium red, permanent alizarin crimson, cobalt blue, raw umber, and black. Oh, I was saying that I think about contrast, and I think, hey, maybe I could add a little bit of blue to the background, more obviously than the blue on the photograph, and I could just make the skin color more orangey, a little bit of saturation. You know, sometimes it's gonna be about copying the photograph. Sometimes I just want to make changes. That would be a change, for example, make the skin color more orangey. And I'm gonna create more contrast. Okay. I mean, that's up 21 at the end. Copy just the photograph or make changes. Okay. Another thing that I could do is just make this, for example, it could be an accent here. You see, you know, his t-shirt is basically a dark red. I can make it pretty reddish. Why not? Like an accent pretty red. Yeah. You know, I like the idea about adding an accent here, but I gotta wait yet. No. Hello, Pascal. Oh, oh, okay. Thank you. Ludmila is saying, I'm curious to know if you have ever tried other oil painting techniques. Yeah, yeah. We paint usually on Patreon. You know, I have paint along lessons on Patreon. We tried different techniques, grisaille, for example. I mean, that's the only thing we try. Yeah? Grisaille is painting black and white, or with a mute color. Could be raw umber and white, and then we add color with glazes. Yeah. Yeah, for YouTube that would be like maybe 2, 4, 5 sessions. Oh no, I mean, how many? Alla Prima for YouTube is perfect, and I love to paint Alla Prima. I love to try to see the results right away. When I was a student at the School of Art, we didn't paint Alla Prima. Everything was about just layers, layers, and layers. Hello, Waria. Thank you. Gary saying, are you planning on doing a pastel portrait again in the future? Oh yeah. I would love to. Yeah. Have to. Definitely, definitely. Yeah. Do you know what? I love this kind of transparency that I see here. Let me erase this. This is paper towel. Okay, I like it. I like it. What's the difference between regular pastels and pastel pencils? Well, pastel pencils are a little bit harder. They're not too soft. And when you buy the sticks, you can buy, soft, medium, hard. I don't know, maybe in pencils you can find the same, but what I was looking for, when I was looking for that, just found like one, it was kind of medium, not pretty soft. Are you doing some landscapes painting sometime? Yeah, I will. Oh yeah, I painted a landscape on acrylics. It was a couple of days ago on my other channel, on my acrylic channel. I love the transparency. Now I don't know if I'm gonna keep this, but definitely I like it. Okay. Now maybe I'm gonna kill the transparency a little bit by adding orange, but I wanna see what happens. Okay. You know, that got me thinking that for the next time I'm gonna prepare a more orangey canvas, and maybe I'm gonna plan ahead this thing. I didn't even notice, but you know, I saw on the cell phone, I saw the transparency, and I thought, wow, that's pretty nice. This is obviously not something new. I have seen this in some paintings too. I like it. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it. Maybe that's gonna affect the likeness, the contrast, you know. But I like it now, right now. Pascal is saying, we'd love to see how you go about painting landscapes in oil. Yeah, I will. Manil said, you paint plein air? No, I don't paint plein air, but I will. Yeah, definitely, I'm gonna try. I've been watching, I used to watch a channel, it's like, I don't remember the name exactly, but it's a guy that go live from a magazine. His name, I think, is Eric Rhodes. That channel goes live, I think, daily, and he presents a new painter each day. And he's, you know, I've been watching the channel lately, and in my head it's like plein air, plein air. I'm gonna go out and paint a landscape, you know. I don't know, but it's just like when you hear something that much, you start thinking, hey, I should do it, I should try that. I'm gonna see if this keeps the transparency, and I'm gonna see if I'm gonna make it maybe more orangey, or if oh no, just make it darker again. I like it right now. Yeah. Just, you know, what came to my mind that when sometimes I have painted, let's say, an orange, and usually when we paint an orange, the shadows are transparent, and usually you see more saturation. It's just like an orange is more orangey on the shadows. Oh, I like it. I like it. I'm gonna just add. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna add black here, pure black with alizarin crimson, and I'm gonna make this darker. Oh, I should clean the neck too. Now here, yeah, I should make it darker. Oh no, I have to clean it here. Okay, now for the face, I need to add more lights. And I'm thinking right now, hey, I got a warm color here. I got the skin color, which kind of orange is a warm color too. Okay, I could try to just cool down the lights with a touch of blue. Oh, no, that's too much blue. Now, I don't want like this blue, light blue being here, you know, that's gonna get mixed with the skin color. Let's see how that works. Okay, now I'm thinking about contrast again. Warm, cool. Okay, I can see a shadow here. Gotta clean it. Oh, maybe it's too light. I wanna see, maybe I have to darken up this orangey a bit. Okay. Oh, thank you, Pascal. We are giving you challenges here. That's pretty nice, you know. What was that? Oh, I got some stars on Facebook. Thank you so much, Giovanna Lauricella. Thank you so much. Okay. You know, another thing that I'm thinking now that I could use some palette knife. Yeah. Where's my palette knife? Just 1 second. Okay, here it is. Much white. Mm. Okay. One thing for sure, I mean, this thing that I'm doing right now, I'm just trying to see if a palette knife adds more, let's say, character. You know, I think I can take advantage of that because I see that on you know, the photograph on this guy. I can feel like, you know, like I could use a lot of oil paint. Yeah? And it's gonna be okay, but okay. I need a smaller brush. Stepping back. Okay. Hello Raja. Hello Michael. Hello Nicole. Oh, thank you, Nicole. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm gonna try really hard to keep this orange here. But the thing is that the value is not the value of a shadow, but I think the only I'm thinking right now, hey, how I wanna keep this. Okay, that's kind of an easy answer. Why? You have something transparent and warm. You need something opaque. What's opaque? That you have a lot of white on the mixture. That's opaque. Okay. Just imagine what, a cup of coffee, transparent. Yeah? A cup of coffee with milk, with cream. You know, opaque. And this is something like that. Now, what we're gonna deal with is just to get the balance. You know, how much white, because at the same time we want the skin color, obviously. Okay, how much we are gonna exaggerate this to make it lighter to keep seeing shadow here. Okay, now playing with contrast, we gotta use everything. I can use what? I can use the background here, light up the background, and a lighter background here is gonna make this a little bit darker. At the same time, a lighter background but bluish, okay, it's gonna make this look orangey. Why? Because that happens, with color. When you add blue and it's something orange next to the blue, that orange is gonna look more orangey. It depends on the amount, Somebody doesn't know about that. Check out, for example, a book that I recommend all the time is a color theory book by Johannes Itten. It's about color theory. He speaks pretty clearly about this thing about contrast. I gotta read it again. I have read that book like maybe 5 times, and it's been a long time since I have read it again. I gotta just maybe a year, maybe more than a year. Adding more white to my palette. Okay. Hello Mateo. Hello Moses. Gracias Moises. Hello RB. Okay. Have a light blue. I'm gonna mix this light blue here. I need a bigger brush. Okay, a little bit, just a little bit, okay. Let's see. Now what comes next is try to see if that works. Maybe knocking down that a little bit, maybe making a little bit lighter, maybe more blue, more bluish, maybe not. That's when we start, moving back and forth because we need to make some adjustments until we get to the point that we think that okay, to get to the point that we think that is good. I'm adding a little bit of green here. Okay. I'm mixing again orange and raw umber. That was my base color. need a little bit of green. Sorry. See, I need to darken up here. Okay, I want to keep the orangey transparency. Let's see, I'm just going to darken up this orange a bit. A touch of raw umber, a touch of red. Okay, let's try a little bit darker. Orange, more coming red, more raw umber. Okay, more raw umber, orange and red, making this darker and darker. Okay, maybe I should try to make things easier. I had burnt sienna here, which is, you know, burnt sienna is a transparent pigment. I'm gonna try a little bit here. And when you just make it transparent, it looks pretty orangey. Like a dark orange, you know, but it looks pretty transparent. Instead of mixing here, look at that. You know, it's kind of darker, the same like this one, but you can, I don't know, you all can tell, but I can tell that the difference on the palette. You see? Okay, I'm gonna just zoom out here a bit on Instagram. Okay, here I have the palette. Okay. Yeah, but because of the format of the, the video on Instagram, I cannot show the palette, basically just the face, just the painting. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm just thinking, let's add this burnt sienna. Look at that, it looks a bit darker. Yeah, I think it's gonna work, this burnt sienna. Okay. Hello, Larry. Hello, Gigi. Hola, Juan Carlos. Hello, Ginald. Uh, Ginald is saying hi from Philippines. Uh, okay. Just thinking, okay, just thinking how much, if the contrast is working okay. Uh, yeah, I'm thinking right now about doing the same here. You know, I got the beard, which is gray. Yeah? Yeah. What if I just do the same and light up and saturate the shadow a bit? Okay. Now what I'm doing is not new. Remember, just things that maybe you see on waves on the ocean, that they have really a nice green on inside the waves. You know, that creates some transparency, nice transparency. Imagine that it's just the same. You know, it's transparency. Okay. And if I make this more saturated, because about kind of the value is lighter, but it's saturated. Okay, it's not just about being making that lighter. Okay, that would be for the beer, but I don't know if that's gonna work yet. That's the only, let's say, not disadvantage, but thing that we have to deal every time that we decide to change colors. We gotta think about harmony. We gotta think if the colors are working okay. Okay, I would suggest try to do that from time to time. That way, you know, you put your knowledge about color theory to the test. Okay. Now I'm mixing just black and white here. You know, when you mix just black and white, you get a bluish gray. And I have this lamp black, which is more bluish. That usually happens. Yeah? When I want a neutral gray, you know, what I've been doing is adding a touch of orange to my black, because there's no way, you know, if I don't do that, I always get a bluish, you know, a bluish gray. which is pretty nice sometimes. But sometimes we don't want that, but sometimes we want that. Cleaning a little bit of this. Okay. Let's see. Let's continue. Now, my face obviously is lighter than the photograph. Obviously, the shadow is transparent. Okay. I got contrast here. I got contrast here. Now I'm thinking, okay, I keep this contrast. If I make this black, all here black, the orange here, the shadow is gonna look more transparent. Okay, if I do this lighter, the orange here is gonna look darker but orangey. I'm speaking about things that are pretty subtle, okay, because this thing about color theory are subtle things. But when we add up all of them, we got nice results. Okay, now I'm sharing with you, my thoughts about what to do, because I got two options here: light background, dark background. Okay, I think both would work. It's not like one maybe is gonna be better than the other. It's just what I would love to see on my paint. Okay, I'm thinking right now that I would love to see a more transparent orange, and maybe I'm gonna darken up this with black here. Okay, no, I'm gonna do that right now. No, I'm just thinking about that. Okay, another thing that I'm thinking, hey, this shadow, it could work obviously like a shadow, a cast shadow from the head, and maybe that's gonna add at the same time, more volume, and it's gonna separate the face, the whole head, from the background. Okay, that's another thing to consider. Which one is gonna be? Okay? If somebody's just, practicing with color theory, all of this, I'm gonna repeat, I would tell you to try to do changes because you got in that position, that you're thinking more, and trying to find solutions. It could be kind of stressful sometimes, but at the end, it's pretty good for practicing. Okay, I'm squinting down my eyes. I see a highlight here that's pretty clear. Yeah. The next light that I see that's pretty bright, that's the nose. The next is here. Okay, and then it moves down to here and here. Yeah. I pick up a little bit of yellow and white. I need another brush. One brush is gonna be with white and yellow. The other one is gonna be with this bluish color, light blue. Okay. I see a reflected light here. Sorry. Okay, Nicole is saying, I think the cast shadow shows depth and makes the head come forward. Yeah, you're right. Hello, Ben. Let's see. Okay, another touch of orange here. Yeah, because it's not gonna be just about, a lot of light blue lights on the head. I'm blending a little bit here. I'm gonna mix raw umber with burnt sienna. Touch of pure orange here. Okay. I'll pick up a touch of red. Look at this shape. It looks like a triangular shape. And that's what I'm trying to copy. And every time that I continue painting something, I'm checking alignments. For example, this wrinkle here is aligned up with the nose. Here is aligned up with the corner of the eye. Okay, imagine that you have transparent grid. Okay, you gotta respect that and always check out that. Okay, I need to mix some green here. I'm thinking to myself, next time I'm gonna prepare a green canvas. I'm gonna see the transparency. Imagine the transparency being green. It could be nice. Why not? Eh? I think it could be any color. But I'm gonna need to find an image that has, the same contrast. Okay, something about the ear. Okay. Adding some green here. Cobalt blue. I'm mixing cobalt blue and camel yellow. I need a different yellow to make it more greenish. I have chrome yellow here. Just a bit. I'm not gonna use too much of this yellow. Just to have a more intense green. Okay. Uh, Matteo is asking me, how do you know where or when to put greens? Yeah. Okay. Something about the skin color. Imagine the skin color being just one color, an orangey color, okay, a knockdown orangey color with some variations on the skin. First, reddish colors on the skin. Reddish colors on the skin are gonna be on the nose, eyelids, chin, and cheeks. Okay, we have more blood on those areas. Okay, now green is gonna be here on the nasal bone. Okay, I'm gonna put it here on the nasal bone. We can add some green, and that green just here, just between, kind of where it's beginning the cheekbone. Okay, and around the mouth. Obviously, on guys, it's more greenish here. Okay, and I'm missing something. Okay, here, a little bit of green here too. Okay, those are the usual colors that we see. If we check out portrait after portrait, we're gonna see that kind of a repetition on, those colors on the face. When we paint, okay, we can just change things a little bit, or even a lot. It's up to anyone. That means that we can just exaggerate the greens or reds or anything we want. Because remember, we paint what we see, what we know, and we paint what we want to see. Okay, now I would say that I'm painting what I see. Obviously, I'm copying the photograph. I'm painting what I know when I add reds and greens on the face. Okay, and I'm painting what I want to see when I add in this shadow here. Because when I compare with the photograph, obviously I don't see the same in terms of color, but I love what I see here. Okay, it's not always the case, it's not always the same. If you want to paint a hyper realistic painting, it's gonna be just basically about what you see. What you know is gonna help you, but the goal for you, that's gonna be just copy as much as possible the color, everything, like a photograph, like a machine. Okay, yeah. I'm not saying that one thing is better than the other. I just mentioned about styles, about when we paint something realistic, we can take the painting to that, to that point, or we can just make changes. From there, it's up to anyone what to do. Okay. Oh, Nicole is saying use this image with the green. Oh yeah, that would be nice. Hello, Christopher. Oh, glad you enjoyed the painting. Okay. If you like what you see, just remember to hit the like button, to smash, to press the like button. Okay. I gotta work here. I need more details there. Sorry, I'm allergic. Hello, Barbara. Oh, Monique is saying, sorry if I missed it. Class tonight? No, I don't think so. I'm gonna post it as soon as I finish up the live stream. Yeah, I just saw your message, and yeah, we have this month 5 Tuesdays, Thursdays. I'm gonna skip on this one. Yeah, I usually skip on the first day. If we have five. And speaking about my Patreon sessions, you know, we draw tonight. We draw basically every Thursdays, but we have 4 sessions per month. When in a month we have 5, let's say Tuesdays or Thursdays, I skip one. We skip one, and we're gonna skip today session. Gonna add pure white here. I'm not gonna keep it just white, but I just wanna see how bright this one looks. Okay. Now speaking about my Patreon, we have paint-along lessons on Sundays. We paint portraits. Tuesdays we paint human figure. Thursdays we draw. Saturdays we paint in the morning for a couple of hours, acrylic and oil paints. What else? And we have some critiques twice a month. You submit a painting, and basically what I do, I paint with Photoshop on top of your painting, making the corrections, suggestions, corrections. If somebody wants to join, that's the link to my Patreon on the comment box, and in the description box too. I'm squinting on my eyes and I'm thinking, I need more shadows here on the beard. I'm holding these brushes here on my hand. Look at that. Sometimes I hold the brushes on my hand, sometimes I put them on my table here. Stepping back, squinting on my eyes. I'm thinking about values right now. This should be darker, I think. Darker, lighter, lighter here, darker here. Okay. Let's see, a bit darker here, here, here. Okay. Yep. highlight on the nose, highlight here. Okay, it's a combination, the highlight between a light yellow and a light blue. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in. Let's see. Well, I can see more clearly the colors when I zoom in. Look at that. Pretty nice. I'll try to zoom in here on Instagram. Yeah. I want to add more color to the skin. I think I could do that. But let's see, Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna continue darkening up. Here, a little bit here. It looks a little bit more colorful when it's closer. Yeah? For example, the green that I'm adding now. I need to make it darker. Uh, I was speaking to some, to the group that we paint Wednesdays. We paint on the mornings. And I was showing some paintings of one of my teachers. And I remember at that time he was my teacher for a couple of years. And he has a really nice technique. I thought it was just too much work at that time. But I'm just thinking that because I thought at the moment, 20 years, 30 years ago, 25, I don't know, remember, 25 years ago, like it was too much work. He used to prepare a black canvas and start just painting like with scumbling. Scumbling? Scumbling is just using a dry brush. Not too much paint, almost no paint on the brush. And just by adding that slowly, in so many layers, he ended up with some nice realistic paintings. He didn't paint portraits. I like to paint human figure and portraits. And I always thought that would be pretty nice, to do that. Because one thing that was amazing that by adding those transparent, layers, because when you add a dry brush, there's not too much paint on your brush. That means that you add more and more paint, and each layer is transparent. He ended up with really nice transparent colors. Obviously not all of them, but really nice transparent colors. And I'm thinking right now again, yesterday we were watching his paintings, and I was thinking, yeah, I should try. Sadly, it's not gonna be for YouTube because that's kind of a pretty slowly process. Yeah, but that was pretty nice. Usually, when you study art, when I studied art in the School of Art, you know, it wasn't so common to see that your teachers painting. Yeah, I never, like, for 3 or 4 years, maybe 3 years, I never saw any of my teacher painting. That's when I started to get more in touch with this teacher. That I saw him painting a couple of times, and then another teacher. But it was a thing about, maybe I was pretty young, and at that time that I saw a teacher like, I don't know, like he was like, hey, do this, and I was like, okay, you know, like jump, and say how high, you know. It was something like that, but no 100% like that, because as young people, we sometimes we do what we want to do, not what we're told to do, and I had a little bit of that too. Yeah. I remember when I think I told this story, but I remember a couple of times I got late to my classroom, you know, and like maybe more, I don't remember why, but maybe 5 minutes. But there was a teacher that he was like, hey, 1 minute late, he closed the door, nobody gets in. Just to squeeze, you know, because there was, imagine the classroom with a lot of windows, because all the classroom needed a lot of windows, huge windows, and I used to squeeze just, on the last window like a snake and get into the classroom. Obviously, I was pretty. I was that what 18. I was kind of skinny, like at that age, It was pretty easy for me to do that, and I got caught one time. That was pretty embarrassing, you know. Uh, it looks like the teacher, he saw me maybe doing that a couple of times. He was but I didn't realize, you know. He was like, again, all the time, get out of my classroom. And I was out of the classroom for, I mean, I couldn't even get into the classroom for the whole week. I think it was like, yeah, I was pretty kind of scared of the teacher. Uh, yeah, but I mean, at least I have a story to tell, which is pretty nice. I don't tell the story to my kids. I don't want to put a bad example. But it's pretty funny at the end. But it's not something really bad. I wanted to paint. I got late, and I wanted to get into the classroom, like, just like, you know, in any way. Okay, I'm gonna use a little bit of alizarin crimson with raw umber. I wanna darken up some, I wanna do some details, because my shadows are just light and transparent, but obviously it's like there's nothing, but we have here the nostril, the mouth here. Okay, I wanna do a little bit of that. Yeah. Hello, Jonas. Oh, Christopher is asking me. Oh, I didn't read some comments. Thank you. Is a Chakil. Mateo is asking me on watercolors, and I'm learning acrylics. I never paint with oils. I really want to learn more. Okay. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah. I don't know if my videos could help you to learn. Yeah. Go ahead and check out all of the 500 videos I have here. Do it right now. Christopher, did you add that little bit of blue in the shadow or darker shade of on the beard? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I did it. Hello, Jonas. Oh, thank you, Jonas. School of Art is just a really nice place. You know, as soon as I told you that story, a lot of more stories just come into my head. I mean, it's just it's the age. It's a combination, you know. School of Art at that age, eh, it's not a good thing. It's not a good combination. Mm, I don't know. I'm thinking about some. Yeah, I would love to share one more story, but I'm selecting, you know, because there are ones that I think that's not gonna be nice to share. I'm just adding a little bit of saturation here. And I think I gotta move the eyebrow a little bit down. Yeah. You know something about the School of Art? That it was a church, some kind of huge church. It's not just a church. It's just a place that I don't know what it's called. Where you know the nuns. You know they live there. They stayed there for years. Imagine that. You know, in the School of Art, it was kind of a maze. Maybe that's the word. It was pretty amazing. Pretty old place. I'm going to zoom in to show the colors. Okay. I think I have just too much light here. I'm turning off one of my lights. I'm adding alizarin crimson here. we can see a little bit of the eyelashes there. Maybe more. Oh, Matthias, already doing a viewing marathon. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna be your patron too. Oh, thank you. Jonas asking me, do you have any portraits that is like a project? If so, how long would you have it as a project? I sometimes are working on ones who have taken about 3 months to complete. Yeah, yeah, for sure. I got some paintings that in more than one. I got maybe right now I got maybe 5 paintings. Like the biggest one is 50 by 50 inches, and I'm painting them pretty slowly. And one of them has been there for maybe a year. I haven't touched it for a year. That's when that happens, we got stuck, and wow, it's been kind of difficult to move on. And it's not about you know it's not about the painting. It's a human figure. It's not about painting the human figure. It's not about that. It's because I'm trying to be creative. Adding some surrealistic objects, and that's the thing that it takes me more time to do. The idea is like I add some elements, and nothing is working. Nothing fits. Nothing. Kind of fit into the composition to complete the meaning or yeah. Okay, it looks like I'm gonna be stuck with that painting maybe for more time. The other ones I'm painting just slowly, but I mean that's not the first time that happened to me. uh, Maybe just is just like a not so creative, and maybe I just should try simple things, like adding one element and that's it. But with those paintings that I got stuck, it's just when I try to add more and more elements, and then I'm dealing with the composition because I gotta move one thing, I gotta move the other thing. One thing is just too big. I gotta think about the focal point, and then and it's not like I just do it on the painting. I use Photoshop so many times. I just kind of do my sketch on Photoshop and try to fix the sketch in Photoshop, and it's even that is difficult because it's not about Photoshop or a piece of paper. The idea is the thing. When the idea you don't have the idea, yeah, it doesn't matter the technique. Yeah, and I've been dealing with that. But I'm not worried that much. Maybe with years, we just stop being so. I don't know what to say. So what? So like, the thing is that I see those paintings. I don't worry that much about them. I continue painting, and if I got stuck, yeah, just say, yeah, got stuck. That's just like the normal thing. Yeah. And or start painting a different thing. You know. The good thing about YouTube is like fulfill the same my need for painting. Even that basically I paint portraits. I love portraits, You know, it's just like I have my dose of painting, and I'm good enough. Like a drug. uh, because I ended up painting like for YouTube like maybe 3 times a week, sometimes more, sometimes less. And not here, not just here on this channel. You know, I got another channel for acrylics, and I got a channel for drawing. Don't ask me why I did that to separate the channels. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was a good idea. Adding some red here. I'm gonna add some blue, cobalt blue. Just some touches. Like the blue. I like the blue. Yeah. Okay, Ben. Yeah. Bye. Thank you. Jordan CNC Ransom. Yes. Yeah. 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 Manila 69 saying, have you done family portraits like multiple people? Yeah. Yeah. Have done. Oh, hello. Edwa. Edwa ARGR. Hello, Randan on Facebook. Yeah. Yeah. I have painted family portraits. Not that much. But the last one I painted, it was maybe a year ago. No, 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 no. I'm lying, more than a year ago. Yeah, I painted 14 people. Yeah, too much. It was too much. I got a couple of commissions that I have to paint. I'm gonna paint them here on YouTube. Not yet, not yet. It's just like I need to paint the commissions to kind of be, I don't know, relax. Yeah. Maybe the mouth is too wide. Maybe it's here. You know what? I'm gonna add a touch of red here. Adding a lizard greens on here. A little bit of linseed oil. Still thinking about the background. Maybe I'm gonna make it darker. Don't know. I like better when I paint on canvas. I mean, on the stretched bars. On this panel, it feels kind of, it doesn't feel nice when you mix with the palette knife. I love the flexibility of the canvas. Oh, okay. Um, yeah. I think, yeah, I gotta, I gotta go. I gotta do something. My daughter is calling me. I gotta go to pick up my daughter. Maybe I'm gonna paint five more. I would love to paint more. I was thinking about adding more palette knife and more color. But sorry. Oh, thank you so much, Sharon. I got a coffee from Sharon Bernard. Thank you so much. Uh, and oh yeah, and thank you, Donald Miller. I don't know if because you're watching the live stream, but I got a new patron. Welcome to my patron. Okay, let's go over the painting. Okay, okay. I got what I wanted first. That was, let's say, kind of a happy accident, but I have seen that on some paintings. It's not something new, but that happened when, because my canvas is kind of orangey, and I saw some transparency on the shadows, and I decided to wipe off the paint and see some transparency, you know. But at the same time, I have to work on some values, and what I did is try to keep the transparency by adding just Camion orange and Camion red and alizarin crimson to work there. The other option, it would be just wipe off the paint and leave the canvas like that. I wanna try again, but I think I'll prepare myself better for this. Okay, then when that happened, I thought, hey, I gotta just add more here, like more color than the photograph. Because first I thought that I was gonna copy the photograph perfectly. I loved that color. Sometimes I ended up adding a little bit of color, but I love that. Looks like a sculpture. The photograph for me looked like at the first time I saw it looked like a sculpture, and I wanted to capture that. I ended up with this. I like it. Yeah, definitely I like it. Yeah, we love our of paintings, just like our kids. Doesn't matter if they are ugly. We love them. Okay, and then all the other work is about values. About a little bit of color, more color, like the greens, touches of green, touch of blue here, and trying to add more variety of colors here and there. I'm gonna zoom in again. The last thing that I did add this, let's say some strokes, let's say with the palette knife. I'm trying to do more of them, but you know, I think it's good enough. Okay. Yeah. Let's see what else I can do. Any suggestion is welcome. Remember, that's okay. The ear, I don't see the ear like. And if somebody wants to support my channel, you can just the link. There's a coffee link, and there is at the same time a membership on my channel. You join by, I think it's just $2 per month. Right now you're gonna have access a couple of recorded lessons. Okay, and every month I'm gonna upload a new video. I think it's just $2 or $3. Okay, it says just join, just next to the subscribe button. And of course, if you're not subscribing to my channel, yep, uh, maybe you can do it now. I go live every Thursday, 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. Central Time, US Central Time. Okay. What else? And of course, if I have my Patreon account where we can paint alone. gonna soften this edge. I'm softening this edge. I'm gonna keep this edge sharp. Okay. I'm gonna soften the edge here too. And sharp here. Okay, at the same time I go live on my other channel is an acrylic. Okay. Nicole said he strongly resembles Christopher Lloyd. That would be Lloyd, yeah? Yeah, I think that's him. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to put my acrylic channels here for the people that love acrylics. And just one second. Here it is. Yep, in the comment box. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. I gotta go. My daughter is waiting for me. I'm gonna just do one thing. I'm gonna clean it here. What do you think? Do you think this is better if I just wipe off the paint and I have something like this as a shadow? I'm gonna keep like shadow like that. I could do that, you know. At the last moment, I could do it. I like it, you know. Definitely, this is transparency because there's almost no paint there, which is different from this. Yeah, yeah, you should do it. Yeah, no. Yeah, the things that we do at the last moment, maybe there's no good things. Okay, maybe here just a little bit. If it's not okay, I could paint it again. Look at that, I like it. Definitely, that's transparency. You know, this is much even better than just adding pure orange, which is not transparent. Maybe I could keep it there. You know, here comes this thing that everybody, you know, ask. When should I stop? Yeah, I don't know. I like it, this one. Yeah. Oh, maybe here. Yeah, I like it, that one. I'm gonna keep that one. Yeah. Yeah, somebody stop me, please. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Yeah. But anyway, sometimes we just got lost. That happens to anybody. It doesn't matter how experience you have. The paint is just like a living thing. It moves. It moves sometimes, you know. Yeah, I like this transparency. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, hello Cheryl, Marie, Art. Good morning. Okay, and hello Student History. Thank you, Monique. Thank you, Garu. Thank you all for being here. Uh, don't go without hitting the like button. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. See you all next time. Bye. Last brush strokes and I go. Yep, that's it. Okay. It's almost 2 hours. That's good. Yeah, that's good. I usually paint for 3 hours. Oh no, no, I gotta go to pick up my daughter. Yeah. Oh, Gary saying stop or we are taking your brushes. Yeah, that's the difficult part, to stop. That's the beautiful. That's the beauty of painting. We just wanna stay more. My daughter is starving right now. She's waiting for me to go to eat. Okay. Bye. Now bye for real. Bye.